Come on in. It's Colin Daniel from riffninja.com, here to tell you a little bit about what I've got on my new strumming course. Have a seat and I'll share a little bit with you right now, give you a taste of what I like to teach. This is a thing about speed in strumming and how just because you're playing fast doesn't mean the speed of a song is fast. It's affected by the tempo. The tempo is the speed of music in beats per minute. You can have a song that has more strumming in it at a slower speed and a faster song that has less strumming in it. It all is about the fractioning of your strum. Now, I'm not even going to worry about a chord progression. I'm just going to focus on a couple strums to give you an idea, because you could apply this to any chord progression. And I might apply it at the end to one chord progression. For example, if we had a really slow song, I'm going 1, 2, and if you're 1, 2, and 3, 4, and, so 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. See, here I'm playing half bar changes. I'm going 1, 2, and you could use a bass note there if you wanted to. 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3. So that was with a bass pluck or just with a strum. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Now my whole point to this is, right now I'm counting in half bars, but I could the same motion, down, down, up, which is what I was doing for 1, 2, and 3. So my whole point to this is, if you were to practice a simple strum like this and get it really smooth, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and you could do what I call doubling it up. Now you could treat the quarter note, because the 1 is a quarter note, right? The 2 and is an eighth note. Now you could treat the down strum as an eighth note, and the down up stroke is sixteenths. So you're doubling it. Instead of counting 1, 2, and now you're going 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, and instead of 1, so now your strum speeded up, but not necessarily your tempo. Your tempo was still 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. But it's the same strum motion, right? 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, the 1, 2, 3, and 4 are still in the same time increment. So you see, it's not how fast the strum is affected by the tempo and how you fraction it, right? Not necessarily, a fast strum could still be a slow tempo, right? That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, whereas I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. That sounds slower. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and as opposed to 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Yes, you're strumming more pulses, but the 1, 2, 3, and 4 is still the same, in the same increment, the same time increment. The 1, 2, 3, and 4, approximately 80 beats per minute. It's somewhere around there. That's a moderate strum. But so the tempo and the fractioning of the strumming affects how fast or slow the piece feels, right? So if you've got a simple strum down like what I just showed you, down, down, up, down, down, up, then you could modify it, double it, and I like to do this with bass notes. I'm still going 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Now all I'm doing is bass note, down, up. So bass note, down, up. But it's the same thing as going 1, 2, and 3, 4. Because I can do that slow. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. And I just chose to play it double my time. And instead of playing a quarter note, bass note, instead of going 1, 2, and I'm going 1 and an eighth note for the bass and 16th note for the down up strum. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and a 1. Pretty cool, eh? So like I said, if you practice you're down, down, up, and you keep the increments even, the speed will come up slowly, and you'll be able to play a faster strum and fill in for different styles of playing. Most of the strums are based on quarters, eighths, and sixteenths. Anyways, if you learned something today, that's great, because that's what I wanted to do, was share a little bit about strumming with you. If you'd like to check this out and check out some more, you can come and see me at riffninja.com at the Riff Ninja Academy, and we have a 3-day free trial if you really are serious about checking it out. Anyways, in the meantime, take care of yourself and play lots.